Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania opens to the common folk on Thursday, and after a disastrous Marvel Phase 4, Marvel is trying to regroup, rebounce, and bring audiences back in for their start of their Phase 5. But the reviews are out because all the, the other people got to see it, and they're posting their reviews today, and it's not looking good. It's not looking good. And I'll show you a bunch of these reviews where people are like, yeah, about this film, it's forgettable. Yeah, it's a bunch of fluff, a bunch of filler. There were positive reviews, but right now it's sitting at a 79% on Rotten Tomatoes. And this doesn't look good for Marvel. They needed a grand slam to bring people back after that horrific Marvel Phase 4. Let's look at some of the reviews. There is a legit chance Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania could join Eternals in the rotten category. Yikes! Anything compared to the Eternals. That's not a good sign at all. Here's everyone's favorite, Grace Randolph. She's like, no spoilers. There's some great stuff in here, but you might want to lower those expectations. Nina says the sloggy, bombastic Ant-Man and the Wasp launches Phase 5 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and these phases are starting to feel like variants in a pandemic. Yikes! On a side note, I will say this says, despite the low and mixed reviews for Ant-Man, one thing seems to be consistent is that Jonathan Majors' performance as Kang is calling the MVP. Yeah, everybody is raving about Jonathan Majors, so just wanted to throw that in there. Zach Post says, is sadly not great, but still fun. That's them saying, I don't want to lose my access to the early movie reviews, but it's not great, but it's fun. Go watch a fun movie, but it's not great. It's not good. Leo said, y'all know I love Marvel, but Ant-Man and the Wasp didn't live up to my hype. Was it bad? No, there's another one. There's another one. It was fun, but it's not good. Majors has great screen presence as Kang, but was underused. Rudd's humor continues to shine, but a lot of the other jokes weren't funny. MODOK, not great. Script, not great. Kristen said this is Marvel's wackiest and weirdest movie. That's them saying it's not good, but we'll throw in some words that make it sound like we're not trashing the film. A live action Rick and Morty with shades of Star Wars. And then she threw in right at the end, my theater didn't clap when the film was over. No clapping. We were just, yeah. That was a movie. Courtney says, it's all filler, very little killer, churning out a story that's a nothing burger. A feeble, forgettable, frustrating product. Man, that's rough. Tessa Smith says, this is Marvel meets Star Wars. That's not a good thing. I don't know if you've seen the last sequel trilogy, so I don't know if I would compare that. But again, praises Jonathan Majors, and MODOK is... it's a love-hate. You're either gonna love them or you're gonna hate them. And usually when people say that, it's more on the negative side. Yikes, since the start of making this video, the Rotten Tomatoes score has changed and it's lower. The other one only had 14 reviews. This has almost 40, and wow. I love these type of reviews. Consider it a success and fails. It's like, we don't want to trash the film. We really don't, because we love that we get to go early and make movie reviews. So we're gonna try to say stuff like that. It's great, but it fails. It's good, but it's not good. It's a lot of fun, but it's not great. You know, there's a little juggling going on there. My man Nicholas just comes out swinging and says it. Never been high on the Ant-Man films, but Ant-Man and the Wasp has to be one of the worst MCU entries in a while. Again, praises Jonathan Majors, but it's like, this is a shame. This is an outrage. This is the worst film. I'm sorry. For me, and I'll say it till I die, nothing was worse than Thor: Love and Thunders. I didn't see Eternals, and I didn't see Chai Tea. So, I mean, we could keep going and going, but I think you guys understand. Like, just like this one, this is what we loved, but everything else sucked. That's basically what these reviews are saying. So this is not a good sign, Marvel. Again, this is the one that they had to hit a grand slam to bring all those people back after the hideous Marvel Phase 4. And it appears that only Jonathan Majors is the only thing that stands out while everything else just fizzes away. A lot of people are saying that, again, filler, you don't need to watch this. It doesn't really do anything. And the post-credit scenes have leaked online. I wasn't going to go into that because I don't know if it's true or not. But let me know. Maybe you saw it early. Maybe these reviews are wrong. And yes, there are some reviews that said this is the greatest Marvel movie ever made. But they were very standard and they all just kind of worded the same way. Greatest Marvel movie ever made. Most fun you'll ever have in the theater. Things like that. So there were a nice little balance. But watching that Rotten Tomato score just constantly drop and these other main reviewers just saying Jonathan Majors was good, everything else sucked, is not a good sign for Marvel in Phase 5. This is Jay. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, check out everything that's going on in the description. There might be some cool things that you might like. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Gonna try to go for that 100K this year, and we'll catch you next time.